Insomnia is the debt of thoughts that the day has left unpaid. My insomnia started back in 2012, during the baccalaureate exam period. At first, I thought it was just stress, something temporary, something every student went through. I told myself, once the exam is over, I'll go back to sleeping normally. But I was wrong. That period was the beginning of a nightmare. Since then, sleep has become the most unreachable thing in my life. Every night feels like the same battle, a battle I never win. I turn off the lights, I lie down, I wait, and I hope. But nothing ever works. It takes me no less than 4 hours before sleep even starts to show up. My body begs for rest, but my mind doesn't listen. It's like it's running a marathon, looping endlessly through thoughts, faster than I can control. Memories, regrets, fears, plans, silly ideas, they all show up uninvited, pulling me in every direction, and I can't find the switch to stop them. Sometimes, they're real important things I need to think about. But most of the time, they're useless details. I catch myself replaying conversations from years ago, things I should have said differently, moments I wish I could erase. Other times, it's the future, things I want to achieve, things I'm scared of. And the harder I try to stop thinking, the louder the thoughts get. And every night, I ask myself the same question: why can't I just sleep like everyone else? The whole world seems to rest so easily. My family is asleep, my neighbors, even the dogs outside fall into silence. But me, I'm wide awake, staring at the ceiling, counting hours, closing my eyes, counting regrets, feeling every tiny sound in the dark. I tried what people suggested, those over-the-counter melatonin pills that are supposed to help you relax. No dependency risk. But they didn't work. Out of desperation, I even took 9 in one night, thinking maybe a higher dose would finally silence my mind. Nothing. That was the moment I realized this wasn't just a dosage problem. It was something much deeper I can't even fully understand. I know if I see a psychiatrist, I might get prescribed stronger medication, but I've always been afraid of becoming dependent. I don't want to rely on something that could change how my brain works or trap me in a cycle of dependency. So, I stopped taking synthetic melatonin and counted on my natural one, which I know won't help at all. And I kept facing my nights alone. The thing is that insomnia doesn't just live in the night, it follows me through the day. It poisons everything. I wake up already exhausted, like I've been carrying a weight all night. My mood is fragile. I get nervous, irritated, snapping at the smallest things. Concentration becomes almost impossible. My energy feels drained before the day even begins. Let alone my memory. Sometimes my body aches, sometimes my head feels unbearably heavy, sometimes my eyes burn from the lack of rest. It changes how I interact with people too. I find myself disconnected in conversations, short-tempered, absent. Friends might think I'm distracted, family might think I'm cold. The truth is, I'm just exhausted. I want to listen, to be present, to enjoy the moment, but when you've spent most of the night awake, the day feels like you're walking through fog. Even work and responsibilities turn into another battlefield. Simple tasks feel heavier than they should. I reread the same sentence over and over and it just doesn't sink in. I forget things I should remember. And when I notice myself failing at simple things, I get frustrated. That frustration only adds more stress. And of course, that stress follows me back into bed, making the next night even harder. That I once read that sleep is like a reset button for the brain. But for me, that button is broken. No matter what I try, changing routines, putting my phone away, drinking calming teas, exercising, meditating, it doesn't work. Because insomnia isn't just about bad habits. It's a war inside your mind. What makes it worse is how unpredictable it feels. I never know what kind of night I'll have. Sometimes I go to bed with hope, thinking, maybe tonight will be different. But by the time hours have passed, that hope is gone. And when the morning comes, it doesn't feel like I woke up. It feels like I just survived another night. Insomnia changes you. It eats away at your patience, your joy, your ability to feel alive in the moment. And yet, the world doesn't stop for you. You're expected to smile, to function, to perform as if your nights weren't broken. And sometimes, I wonder what would life feel like if I could just fall asleep naturally, without all the noise, without the tossing and turning, without the endless marathon in my head. Just the simple peace of closing my eyes and letting go. Because insomnia isn't just being unable to sleep. It's carrying the weight of 1,000 thoughts with no pause, no rest. It's being awake in a world that sleeps. And every night, I keep asking myself the same question: will tonight finally be different? Or will I, once again, lie awake until the morning light?